Perched atop the geographically unique Algona End Moraine in Kossuth County, a history-rich 138-acre state park holds natural and historic treasures.
Come along with Notes on Iowa as we explore Ambrose State Park.
Located just south of Algona on a rugged stretch of timbered land stretching up to form the Algona End Moraine geographical formation, the park's history begins well before Americans arrived in the area. The Algona End Moraine, a glacial landscape featuring a sweeping ridge, cuts across 5 counties. The place where glaciers halted while pushing south to form the Des Moines Lobe almost 12,000 years ago, the steep hills on which the park rests exist as accumulated deposits cut by the Des Moines River's East Fork. Iowa's indigenous peoples also occupied the area, including Wapakute Dakota leader Inkpaduta. The first American arrivals in the area recorded several interactions with various Dakota leaders, and the year prior to the 1857 outbreak of violence in Spirit Lake, park namesake Ambrose Call had a tense moment of confrontation with Inkpaduta, where Inkpaduta agreed to leave the area when several of his band members returned from an elk hunt. How the park came to bear the name Ambrose Call ties back to the earliest American history in the northwestern part of the state. Originally from Ohio, Ambrose and his brother Asa set out from Marengo, taking turns riding a horse bought from a Quaker to establish a town on the Des Moines River. Arriving July 10, 1854, the older brother Asa said to his younger brother, to quote, "Ambrose, I believe this is the place for our city. We'll build the courthouse right here," end quote. Their initial cabin site, although not the original cabin, stands within the park today. The Calls left behind a trove of documents related to their experiences founding the seat of Kossuth County, and Ambrose's oldest daughter, Florence, deserves much credit for the creation of Ambrose Call State Park. An active contributor to the historical materials available relating to early Kossuth County, Florence Call Cowles wrote a 221-page text relating the family's experience called Early Algona for the town's Diamond Jubilee in 1929. Aside from scholarly contributions, Florence married Algona Superintendent of Schools Gardner Cowles in 1884 before he went on to co-own and help build the Des Moines Register and Leader into one of the nation's best papers. As plans got underway for a park site on the initial Call claim, Florence Call Cowles donated $3,000 in land and financial contributions and spearheaded an effort to create the park in the mid-1920s. Although the park opened to the public on the initial Call lands in 1926, the Kossuth County Advance newspaper noted on January 27th of 1927 an additional $205 of the necessary $7,260 to complete the purchase needed to still come together. Local clubs helped to raise the funds. In August 1927, Paul Willey started work as the park's caretaker, critical to developing the 5 miles of trails within the park, first with the aid of the Civilian Conservation Corps and later with the help of German prisoners of war housed in Algona during World War II. Willey served for nearly 2 decades as Ambrose Call's superintendent. On Monday, July 15, 1929, over 2,000 people turned out to witness a dedication of the park featuring a performance by the Algona Municipal Band and speeches from notable politicians of the time. An early entrant into the Iowa State Park system, Ambrose Call saw minor development during the 1920s. Citing daily visitor numbers in the hundreds, the Kossuth County Advance called for, to quote, "a thing badly needed as a shelter spot for the park," end quote. A few months later, the Algona Upper Des Moines newspaper reported construction underway on June 27, 1928, on a 64-foot, 6-inch by 89-foot, 10-inch oak shelter wrapped by a 12-foot deep porch on 3 sides and featuring a fireplace, ladies' restroom, and other accommodations. The peeled log structure, originally designed by John R. Fitzsimmons of Ames, underwent restoration efforts first in 1998 and again in 2019. The lodge exists as a treasured reminder of the early Iowa parks system. Although the park stands small in stature at just 138 acres, it packs great diversity of opportunities for outdoor enthusiasts. Authentic log cabin built by early settler August Zalton in 1855 has stood in the park since June of 1929. Not ever a residence, the cabin served as a granary prior to arriving at the park. The first state park in Iowa to construct a frisbee golf course, Ambrose has hosted disc golf players since the 1980s. Additionally, the park features over 5 miles of diverse and challenging trails woven through the steep hills and featuring a great diversity of primeval trees and many wildflowers, as well as a non-monitored campground with several electric sites for visitors to the park. Next time you find yourself looking to get out and enjoy Iowa's public lands, consider a stop at Ambrose State Park. A truly stunning representation of Iowa's natural beauty and a testament to the necessity of maintaining opportunities to get outdoors for all Iowans, Ambrose State Park shines a must-visit for all people hoping to see Iowa slowly.
Thanks for coming along with Notes on Iowa to explore Ambrose State Park.
Make sure to subscribe to the Notes on Iowa website, subscribe on YouTube, follow on social media, and tune in each Sunday to explore the history of Iowa state parks, preserves, and other public lands. Thanks for watching.
There's a lot of good history about Iowa a lot of people don't even know about.